The first shortcut that I want to share with you is Control S. So if you press Control S, you'll be able to save your project, and then you can just browse wherever you want to save your project to. So it's Control S. That's a universal save keyboard shortcut for most softwares, especially creative softwares. If you want to save your project in softwares like Adobe Premiere or any software that you use, basically it's usually Control S, but if you're on Mac, it's probably Command S. So that's how you can be able to save. The next one is for recording. If you want to record, for instance, if I want to record some notes, or if I want to record some audio, you can press R on your keyboard, just R, without a control or without an alt, just the letter R. It will arm for recording, so that you can start your recording when you press spacebar. And mind you, in FL Studio, this only activates if you don't have the typing keyboard to piano switch that's up here activated. So if I press R, you see it doesn't activate anything, but if I have it turned off and if I press R, it will activate, because this overrides this shortcut. So that's just a side note, so that you don't freak out if maybe you use your keyboard to play notes and you don't use your MIDI keyboard. So just keep that in mind. The next one is to select patterns. Like, let's say you have some patterns that you want to select, and usually to select patterns you have to come up here and you have to drag or whatever, or even to create a new pattern on your number section of your keyboard, you just use plus, and then you move to pattern number 2. If you press plus again, you move to number 3, press plus again, you move to number 4, and so forth. And if you want to go back, you just press minus and then you go back as well. Very, very simple. So that's a very simple shortcut. So it's just plus and minus to control and just toggle and browse your patterns and just see which one you want to have selected. The next one that I'm going to show you is Quantize. Quantize is also very essential, and if you want to quantize, like let's say you have some stuff recorded and your stuff is out of time or whatever, you can just press Alt Q and it'll open Piano Roll Quantizer. So it's Alt Q. That's how you can open the quantizer, and then you have to click accept so that you can accept the quantization that you would have set up. So it's Alt Q. So I'll press it again, there we go, Alt Q. That's how you can quantize notes in your piano roll. And another thing is also escape. If you want to close a window, like for instance, I have this window closed that's in focus, I can just press escape and then it closes. If I want to close this one as well, the channel rack, I can just press escape and then it's going to open. And the next one is to toggle your snap. If you are if you are maybe in piano roll and you want to change your snap to the previous setting that you have used, or the previous snap setting, and the snap setting is this one here that says line. Like if you want to toggle between none and line, or toggle between any other, you just press backspace, then it will toggle main snap, and not the snap of the snap to grid on the piano roll, but your main snap that's up here. That's the one. And then we're gonna move on to the next one that I use all the time, especially in the piano roll back here, is how to transpose. So you have to make sure that what you want to transpose is selected. So you can select like this, or just press Control A to select everything, select all, and then you press Control up. And if you want to transpose down, Control down, and then you transpose an octave down again. If I want to strum or add a strum or create a strum to make this chord progression turn strum, I can just press Alt S and then it opens the strumizer. So it's Alt S, it will open the strumizer, and then you can see the chords changed and they're now basically strumming. That's a very, very simple one. And the next one is is for here in the channel rack. If I come to the channel rack, you can see that some of these are not assigned to any mixer track. So if I want to assign maybe one to a mixer track, I can just press Control L, and then it will assign to the first free mixer track. And if I want to assign multiple channels, I can just select them by right clicking here on the select and make sure that they are lit up, and then I just press Control L, and then it's gonna assign. As you can see here, it just assigned to these free mixer tracks, and boom, it's easy like that. And I do these very simple. They are, you know, it's muscle memory that helps me do this. So the more you keep doing it, the more your hands will remember these shortcuts. Whenever your mind thinks it, your hands will do them without you having to worry about it. And before we end this off, if you want to learn more shortcuts, just pay attention to the information that comes out here on the hint panel. If I hover anywhere here in FL Studio on these buttons, if you just pay attention to this section, this hint panel, it shows you hints. So it will show you the name of the control or the switch, and it will show you the shortcut. Like you can see here, I've hovered on the typing keyboard to piano switch, and then it also has Control T. So that's the shortcut, Control T. So you just know that if you want to toggle that, you just press Control T, just like that, and you know it will toggle this switch. So that's fairly easy. And again, if you open a menu, you can like, let's say for instance, if I come to edit, you can check the description or the title of the function or the command on the left side, and the shortcut is on the right side. So as you can see here, you have cut, that's Control X, copy, Control C, paste, Control V, duplicate, Control B, delete is just delete on your keyboard, and shift left, you know, and so forth. You know, you just have to take your time to familiarize yourself with these shortcuts and pick ones that you can remember much easily, ones you always find yourself going back to every time you produce, and try and memorize those the best you can, and you know, commit them to your muscle memory, if you will. And I promise you, it will improve your workflow and speed up your workflow significantly. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any shortcuts that you always use whenever you're producing, drop them down below in the comments so that they can help other people. And remember, if you're new here on the channel, I have a lot of great content that is music production related, so make sure to subscribe and also drop this video a like if it was really helpful. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. I am X, and I'm out. Peace.